When I first got there, I had a paper sitting on my desk from Ann Luckish, who was our previous chief of staff. I think you might remember Ann.
Remember her well, of course.
She said, I think you want to read this before you do anything else. And I sat down, and it was probably about 15 pages, maybe a little less, a little more. And it was a white paper that you had written. I'm like, who is this Lauren Buckman guy? On a humanistic vision for a new institution or for a reimagined institution at Saybrook University. And there was a lot of great stuff in there. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because one of the objectives with having you on today is to really talk about the legacy of the university, because you brought us from an institute essentially to a university model, and that white paper I think really guided us. And I know there was a lot that went into that, so maybe if you could talk to us a bit about that, that'd be great.
One day you should send me a copy of that. I hope my spelling was okay. I'd love to see it. I can tell you, though, Nathan, that really my memory really goes back to what I was just saying, that we were asking maybe a different kind of question about taking the deep and very meaningful values and principles of humanistic psychology, really, where it was located so strongly, and understanding how it was relevant and pertinent to other fields of interests, and how it therefore could speak to the world in a different kind of way, could be a resource for the world in a different kind of way. And what we found was that there were so many disciplines that really allowed us to explore things and open the conversation. And most notably was mind-body medicine and what that meant. And we had a program, and it was small, but the real potential of that area of inquiry and interest seemed so important and was meeting such an important need. I'm, for whatever reason, thinking of that wonderful Frederick Buechner quote that about vocation, where your deep gladness meets the world's deep hunger, I think it is, or deepest need. And it was almost that was what it was, that the deepest values of what it meant to see the world through the lens of the humanistic tradition was finding its way into these other areas. And one was certainly in terms of mind-body medicine, how important that was to bring the Saybrook perspective to that.